Hello everyone and welcome back to another chapter of RWBY Volume 6, Chapter 3, The Lost Fable. We are going very strong with this particular volume so far, so without any further ado, if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, you can find my Patreon, link is in the description below. Let's check out the backstory for Ozpin and Salem.
Locked away by her cruel father, Salem was a girl who desired but one thing: freedom. She lived in a time when kings and their kingdoms were plentiful, when men and women were capable of greatness, and magic was a gift from the gods that all could wield.
Is that so?
And yet there she sat within her tower. Until one day, a legendary hero came to brave the challenges within the tower's walls. The people of the lands knew him as Ozma.
Ozma?
Unlike those who had come before, this warrior was not driven by the prize of the young maiden's hand. He fought only for righteousness, and his pure heart and courageous soul prevailed.
Whoa!
The wretched fortress.
Okay. Rescued from the tower.
Something bound them together. Ozma had been ready to give his life for justice countless times, but now saw a woman worth saving it for. And Salem, to her surprise, found her freedom not in the outside world she had yearned for, but in the eyes of the man that had saved her.
So, where should we go now?
Wherever you'd like.
The two
Okay, almost like
deeply in
Oscar's voice.
planned adventures around the world and lived happily ever after. Or at least, that's what should have been.
Okay.
Ozma, the infallible hero of legend, fell ill. And where all of the beasts and blades of the world had fallen short, a single sickness prevailed.
Wow.
How could the gods let this happen?
The gods, brothers of light and darkness, creation and
We
destruction.
heard about them.
Salem prayed they would see
The
the
volume 4.
injustice that had befallen her love and make things right. The domain of light was a sacred place. It was here the elder brother dwelled beside his fountain of life and creation. It was here where mankind would fall to ruin.
Whoa. God damn.
Please bring him back to me.
I understand your pain, but you demand of me that which I cannot make so. Life and death are part of a delicate balance.
So, you won't do it then?
To disrupt the cycle of...
That's not fair. That's not fair!
Let him rest.
Wow. Well, she's been shut down.
No.
The god of darkness. None dared to enter his home, as men knew what monstrosities emerged from his blackened pools of annihilation. And so you must understand the Dark Lord's surprise when he found a lone woman kneeling before him.
Yeah. This guy has a different twist. Okay.
Salem understood it well. She told him of her loss and professed that she knew only he could answer her prayers, all while careful to make no mention of his elder.
Rise, child, and let your faith in me be rewarded.
Oh. Okay.
Where am I? What is this? Where am I?
It's okay. Everything's going to be okay.
What have you done?
I have done what I please, brother. You may bask in the powers of creation, but you do not own them.
This is not creation.
Do not lecture me.
I will do what I must to maintain order.
No!
God damn.
No! What did you do? Bring him back!
You dare enter my domain and show such disrespect!
Ozma!
I am abiding by the rules we agreed upon.
Rules that I now see work ever in your favor. And yet the day a mortal comes to pray at my feet before your own, so do you arrive to lay your judgment upon me.
Huh. Let there be light. God damn, the true dragons?
I know we have our differences, but I have not come here with the aim to control you. The same, however, cannot be said for her. This woman came to you only after I denied her pleas. Pleas that would have disrupted the balance that you and I created. Together.
Then it seems I owe you an apology. Allow me to correct my mistake.
Whoa. God damn. He died like 3 times now.
You monsters! Give him back to me! Give him back!
When you first came to me, I did pity you. But it is clear now that your selfishness and arrogance have led you astray.
What did you do to me?
I have made you immortal.
Immortal?
What?
You cannot die. You cannot be with your beloved.
So long as this world turns, you shall walk its face. You must learn the importance of life and death. Only then may you rest.
Whoa.
Salem was a prisoner once again. Her fruitless attempts to reunite with Ozma eventually became nothing more than acts of spite and defiance against the gods. But perhaps the gods were not as powerful as they seemed. She had lied to them, turned them against one another. They were fallible. If she were to turn humanity against light and darkness, she could rid herself of their curse. Or at the very least, she could make them suffer.
Oh, right.
Salem traveled from one kingdom to another, telling tales of how she stole immortality from the gods, welcomed any swordsman to cut her down, and demonstrated her powers. With the kings and queens in awe, she pulled them deeper into her scheme. She painted them pictures of a time when they would no longer have to watch their loved ones wither and die, when they could claim the powers of their creators for themselves, and in turn perfect their own design.
You think you can go against the gods?
All they needed to do was destroy their old masters. The gods had hoped that Salem would learn from her eternal curse. And she did. She learned that the hearts of men are easily swayed.
God damn.
Who has led you down this path?
Can you guys...
My own gift to them, used against me.
Yeah. Wait. Are we calling a total world annihilation?
You thought there was no greater punishment we could bestow upon you?
I'll come back. I'll tell the rest of the world of this massacre. Build a new army.
You do not understand. There is no one left. You are all that remains of humanity.
This planet was a beautiful experiment, but it is merely a remnant of what it once was.
God damn.
We will learn from this failure. I hope that you will learn from yours.
No, you can't leave. You can't leave. Come back.
Still demanding things of your creators.
Oh my god. So he went with a little more of a boom. And they are just gone.
Once again, Salem was alone.
Little experiment by the gods. God damn.
She cursed the gods. She cursed the universe. She cursed everything. Everything but herself. She wandered the face of the planet, awaiting a death that would never come. Until fate led her back to the land of darkness. This was it.
She jumped
This
in.
had to be it. The Brothers Grimm, the pools of black that continued to give rise to horrific nightmares. If the Fountain of Life granted her immortality, then surely the pools of Grimm would finally take it away. She was wrong. This force of pure destruction could not destroy a being of infinite life.
Whoa.
Instead, it created a being of infinite life with a desire for pure destruction.
What?
And in time, she would find her adversary.
Oscar, or I mean Ospin, on the other hand, or Ozma in this particular state.
Ozma.
Where am I?
We are between realms. I'm afraid a tragedy has befallen your home at the hands of my brother. We have chosen to depart this world, but in our absence, I would like to offer you the chance to return to it.
I don't understand.
Mankind is no more, yet your world remains, and in time, your kind will grow to walk its face once again. However, without our presence, they will be but a fraction of what they once were. Creation, destruction, choice, and knowledge
Whoa.
were the ideals upon which humanity was made. Now, I leave them behind with the hope that you may learn to remake yourselves. If brought together, these 4 relics will summon my brother and I back to your world, and humanity will be judged. If your kind has learned to live in harmony with one another and set aside their differences, then we shall once again live among you, and humanity will be made whole again. But if your kind is unchanged, if you demand our blessings while still fighting amongst yourselves, then man will be found irredeemable, and your world will be wiped from existence. Until your task is complete, you will reincarnate, but in a manner that ensures you are never alone.
I'm sorry, but that world just isn't as dear to me without her. If I may, I'd rather return to the afterlife to see Salem.
You will not find her there.
You mean she isn't gone?
Salem lives, but the woman you hold dear in your memories is gone. Heed this warning. Where you seek comfort, you will only find pain. So, will you...
I'll do it.
Very well. Our creation rests within your hands.
Okay.
And so, Ozma was reborn.
Whoa. So, I guess...
Where am I?
Okay, the true hero.
Thank you. Please, tell me your name. Who are you?
He didn't know.
Ozma had found himself in a world completely unfamiliar to him. Cities looked different. Creatures known as the Faunus bore fangs and claws and were locked away in cages. And without the blessing of the gods, no one could perform magic like mankind was once capable of. No one but himself and a woman known as...
Is that so?
the witch. During his years of travel, he heard the same frightened whispers that spoke of a terrifying sorceress who commanded dark powers in the wilds among the beasts and monsters. Ozma was convinced that this witch was Salem, and decided he needed to see what she had become.
Hello.
Call it magic or call it something stronger, but in that moment, the two knew exactly who it was that stood before them.
What do we do now?
Whatever we like.
Okay.
As Salem and Ozma recounted the events which had brought them back together, each withheld parts of their story. Salem, fearing Ozma would reject her, blamed the end of the world on the gods. Ozma, still unsure of where the truth lay, kept his task and the relics a secret. Though time passed and all seemed well, Ozma's conversation with the god of light still lingered in his mind. He had found happiness, but humanity seemed more divided than ever before.
Yeah.
Are you surprised? This world is quite literally godless. These humans have no one to guide them. Perhaps that's all they need.
What are you saying?
We could become the gods of this world. Our powers surpass all others. Our souls transcend death. We can mold these lands into whatever we want. What you want. Create the paradise that the old gods could not.
The hearts of men are easily swayed.
God damn. God damn. Quite literally.
the two amassed a following. That following grew into a prosperous kingdom, and at the head of that kingdom blossomed a family.
What? The four maidens? That's crazy.
Are we sure this is right?
You said we needed to bring humanity together. In order to do that, we have to spread our word and destroy those who will deny it.
What are we doing? This isn't what he asked of me.
What did you say?
Mother! Father! Look!
It was a miracle. Their children could perform magic. But what should have been a joyous occasion was short-lived. Ozma told Salem everything. The true reason the God of Light had brought him back. The relics that lay scattered around the world. And the day of judgment he had been told to prepare for.
Don't you see? None of that matters anymore. Why spend our lives trying to redeem these humans when we can replace them with what they could never be?
There we go.
Mommy?
They actually clashed. Happy marriage, everyone. She can't die, but you can. Oh my god.
We finally have freedom.
Thus began a long and painful cycle of death and rebirth for Ozma. Some lives were spent in mourning. Many were spent attempting to forget it all. But no matter what, his mind would eventually turn back to the task he had been burdened with.
Wow.
And as the centuries went on, Ozma began to learn the importance of living with the souls with which he had been paired. But no matter where or how he lived, her presence was always felt. If humanity were ever to stand a chance of being united, one thing was clear.
He had to destroy Salem.
Knowing he could never rid the world of her through any mortal means, Ozma sought out the power of the relics. Armed with my knowledge, he believed he could fulfill his promise to the God of Light.
Where are the other relics?
He asked me his questions,
What powers do they possess?
and though I gave him my answers,
How do I destroy Salem?
not all of them were to his liking. You can't.
Yeah. What a story. Yeah, we need a break after this one. God damn. Well, we got the answers we were looking for, or not actually looking for. This was insane. This is kinda overwhelming of how much they just got the information from one single question. I give props to Jin, or Jane, whatever her name is. Like, she could be very much more straightforward, right? But no, we actually got a full-fledged like look into the backstory of both Ozpin and Salem. I'm just impressed. So there was a world with light and dark, I guess, brother, right? Both gods having I guess the proper way of showing themselves as random beings with horns, but after that transformed into, I guess, their true selves, into the dragons, or maybe they just decided to do that because they are cool. But a world full with magic, where Salem was kind of trapped in the tower. Okay, what kind of anti-magic spell was on the door that was keeping her locked in? That's my question. And what did Ozma do with her father? There is I believe the start of the story has a little skips in it, but yeah, they eventually met, fell in love. Ozma dies. Salem can't take that. She goes to the light god. He declines her. She goes to the dark and, I guess, flatters him. He I guess creates, or I guess revives Ozma for first time. Then the god of light appears. This kills him again, or disintegrates, whatever. Then he makes him again, disintegrates again, and like he died like three times or more, I believe. So you can see how, I guess, they are both gods and they do not care about them at all. So that makes Salem even more pissed and going against them. So well, and then they put her into the light pool and she becomes unkillable, invincible, but yeah, she cannot die. And well, that is their way of, I guess, teaching her a lesson. Yeah, if one thing I agree with Salem is that the hearts of men are easily swayed, and even the gods are not infallible, right? I mean, she clearly manipulated them, and the way they decided to fix this is to make her unkillable. I mean, as I said, they do not care. For this was just an experiment for them. Oh, which is kind of insane that we kind of live in this world that they left behind. With now, I guess, without magic powers except from Ozpin, which is supposed to be, he is supposed to have magic. Okay, he didn't show it that much, I guess, because he... Should I expect the 4 maidens, or I guess their daughters were killed, and he used, I guess, what magic he still had to put into the random 4 maidens throughout his life, and also the magic to turn Raven and Crow into birds. And that is, I guess, the extent of his magical ability, so that's why we don't see that. Not sure about Salem though. She didn't show any magical stuff going around. Well, she didn't have to, right? So far she's just manipulating everyone else. But yeah. Oh, so many lifetimes. The first time they actually got back together, they were fine, right? Even the family and everything, but I mean, that's well, that's how it goes with the marriage, right? Keeping secrets from one side and the other. The communication is the key, and yeah, Ozpin or Ozma, whatever. In that particular moment, he said everything to Salem, and well, she got an upper hand with knowledge then, right? So now she knows I guess, the whole plan of everything, and that's, I believe, one of the reasons why Ospin now is just taking or keeping, or he tried to keep the information to himself, right? I mean, this is what we heard in this particular chapter was beyond insane, right? So I am interested in the reaction of everyone in the next one. That's gonna be an interesting one. So yeah, this was a blast. Let me know what you think of this one in the comments below. If I missed anything, let me know as well. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, click that bell for notifications so be informed of my next reactions, gameplays, reviews, and other things you guys put in the comments below for me to check out. And I will see you in the next one. Bye! And now a special thank you to Threads Racer for additional support on my Patreon.